all of you that follow me via Periscope here. This is a critical time. I'm sitting right now in the studios here in West Palm, and we are actually on about 170 plus stations around this nation right now. We're addressing some very critical issues here, and that is voting. If you listen to the major media, they'll continue to tell you that certain populations in America, they're only going to vote one kind of way. But I ask you this question because there's only 40 plus hours left. And I want to really appeal, especially to those of you that have the banner of Judaism or Christianity over your head. Ask yourself this question, and that's this. For the last 200 plus years, the Democratic Party has been the party that has given you slavery, Jim Crow laws, lynching. The same Democratic Party, by the way, is the party, according to LBJ, the president then, he said that he would keep blacks voting, actually used the N-word, for the next 200 years simply by giving blacks welfare programs. Aren't you tired of the same failed policies? You know what it kind of reminds me of? It's like an individual that has been abused, and then the abuser continues to come back saying, I'm going to do better. Well, that is what has happened really for 7 decades here. The Democratic Party continues to abuse, especially blacks in America. And every 4 years, they come back and they say, I'm going to do better by you. I think you should stop being a victim. I think it's time out for being a victim. We need some real courage. We need individuals that understand that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to find yourself really being defined by the definition of insanity. I really believe that we can do better. Listen, this is a critical and a very crucial election that we're dealing with right now. Are you aware that blacks right now in America have 8% higher unemployment than they did just 8 years ago? That is pathetic. What about the other numbers? The numbers of blacks that are on welfare has increased almost 60%. That's 60% just in the last 8 years. And you ask yourself, why would you continue to allow a party to abuse you over and over again? What do? They give you a couple songs and send in a couple singers. And these individuals don't know anything about the hurting that's in the black community, especially, and in the Latino community. Are you aware, for instance, that blacks do not have the same opportunity as it relates to education as their white counterparts? Hillary Clinton has already made it clear, clear that she's not going to vote for any program that would allow blacks to take their own tax dollars and go to the school of their choice. It's okay for her kids, but not for the poor black and white and Hispanic kids that are entrapped in these failed school systems across America. America, it's time to wake up. We won't have this opportunity again. Those of you that are pastors that are looking at me right now, are you aware that if you put Hillary Clinton in office, that she will put Supreme Court justices in? She's already told you what kind. She said it very clear herself, that those justices will govern and give edicts by way of what she believes is relevant, not what the Constitution says. Can you really afford your religious programming to be shut down? Those of you that are pastors, are you aware that those of you that perhaps a school or something in your church, or you're tied to one, that the rules that the Supreme Court will set will allow even those that don't believe in your belief systems, men that could change their sexual identity any given day, could come in and have a right, and you could be shut down if you don't hire them or allow them to stand in a bathroom stall next to some little precious child, maybe your daughter or granddaughter. I'm asking you to take courage and stop believing the hype of the party that gave you slavery and gave you the KKK. It's time to wake up. For God's sake, be courageous. Don't follow the stream. Don't follow the crowds. Become a real leader. I believe in doing so, you can really begin to make a difference, and you can actually leave a legacy for your children. And I believe this is what we're dealing with right now. It's really not about a individual per se. You know what this is really about? It's about making a difference. And this is why I'm pleading, I'm begging with you. Let's make a difference. There's only 40 plus hours. I'm sitting here right now in the studios in West Palm Beach, and I'm asking people everywhere to have some common sense, for goodness sake. And last but not least, let me remind you of something. Had you and I committed even one crime that Hillary Clinton has done, actually, according to the FBI. Do you realize that you and I would be in prison right now, probably cellmates somewhere in America? And as pathetic as that is, yet she has the audacity to ask you for your vote. It's all hype. Stop being abused. Don't see yourself as a victim. Break the shackles that have held you and this entire community in bondage for over 7 decades. Don't let the prophetic word of Lyndon Baines Johnson come to pass. Again, he is the president, the Democratic president that said, I'm going to keep, and he used the N-word, I won't even dignify it. He said, I'm going to keep these people voting for the Democratic Party for the next 200 years. God, it's time for you to wake up. Stop believing the hype. Get yourself out and vote. Not just you, but take someone with you. Let's make sure Florida and the rest of this country finds itself in a better place. I think we can do better. I know we can do better. I need your help in doing better. And until then, I'm going to be coming back to you guys all day today. Again, I really need your prayers. I need your support. I just believe we can make a difference in this election. And until next time, I bid you peace.